Hello and welcome to Temple Update. I'm Stetson Miller.
And I'm Karina Cheung. Temple has received the largest donation in university history. It came as a surprise at an awards ceremony on campus. Board of Trustee member Louis Katz announced last Wednesday he will be making a $25 million pledge. Katz said he was proud that Temple never forgot its working class roots, but did not specify how the donation would be used. Ken Kaiser is the chief financial officer of Temple University and told us why he thinks Katz was willing to donate such a large amount.
He really got involved in student life here at Temple, and it was a big part of his life and actually kind of set him off on the path that made him the success that he is today.
Kaiser told Temple Update that the university is almost positive that the money will be used at the Health Science Campus's medical school.
It will definitely improve the education for medical students, which helps build Temple's reputation and ultimately would impact undergraduate education and the cost too, because as the School of Medicine's reputation grows, Temple's gifts and endowment would grow as well.
Katz is a 1963 graduate of the College of Science and Technology.
Temple University's new library will make its home right off of Leocourse Walk, where Barton Hall currently stands. The university has announced changes to the Temple 2020 master plan include a new library in Barton Hall's current location. Margaret Carney is the Associate Vice President of the Office of Sustainability and a university architect. She says that the over 200,000 square foot library will replace a Barton Hall and include a university quad for added green space.
We're really adding something very prestigious to the interior of the campus, and to make the library really act and feel like the center of the campus, it's only logical that it needs to be near a major green space.
The demolition of Barton Hall is planned for the summer of 2015. And it's been cold here in Philadelphia lately, but with some students heading out of state for Thanksgiving, there could be a chance for some messy weather.
Rich Fogel is live outside of Morgan Hall with a special weather forecast for those traveling outside the city for the holiday.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's another cold morning here at Temple University. Currently, it's 37 degrees. We're under cloudy conditions, but the rains are shortly approaching. First off, let's check out that holiday forecast for all of you leaving the Philadelphia area for Thanksgiving. It's going to be a travel headache with the wet and sloppy conditions in most places. In New York City, temperatures will stay the same with highs around 33 degrees. The rain will be gone for Thanksgiving, but the travel commute today and Wednesday will be a mess. The rain-snow cutoff line is west of the city, so expect to be driving in rain if you're traveling from the south of New York and snow if traveling from west. Going up the east coast of Boston, expect highs of 43, but those temperatures will continue to drop as you go north, and snow will blanket the regions north of Boston. Expect 3 to 6 inches of snow. For those of you heading south for the holidays, D.C. will keep temperatures in the mid-30s, but no snow to worry about for the nation's capital. Raleigh and Charleston, South Carolina will warm up with temperatures we wish we had, the mid-50s. For those of you heading all the way down south to Florida, expect severe thunderstorms on your way down, but conditions will improve on Thanksgiving. I'll have all the Philadelphia region forecast when I step inside in just a bit to warm up, but for now, let's go back to the studio. And Karina, I know you're having a messy commute on your way to Central PA, but be careful out there, okay?
Thank you, Rich. And the Temple football team is using their holiday to engage with the community. The Thanksgiving food drive works to provide a Thanksgiving meal for those in need. Temple Update Simone Cuccurullo was there as the turkeys arrived.
The Temple football team has many traditions, but perhaps one of the most meaningful is the annual Thanksgiving food drive for those in need.
The Thanksgiving food drive was started 7 years ago. This is our 7th one by Coach Gold and his wife Kelly. And then we continued the tradition when Coach Adazio was here. And then about a month ago I said to Coach Rule, are we still going to do Thanksgiving food drive? And he says, absolutely.
The team collected various canned goods and monetary donations to purchase turkey dinners for the less fortunate in the Philadelphia community. Then they personally delivered the donations to the Bethesda Project and St. John's Hospice.
It's a great feeling, just to give back. For people who don't have it, just this holiday spirit just brings it out, and we have it, so we're going to give it back.
It means a lot, just try to have a positive impact on somebody, have a positive impact on the community, and, make somebody's holiday that much more special.
Not only did the Owls donate food to those in need, they also gave the families tickets to the final home game of the season.
Every time we go down, we take the players, and they're always like, we want to see you play. So this year, they don't know it. We're giving them each a block of tickets to Saturday night's game so they get to see us play Connecticut.
It'll be nice to have them come support us, and they were really excited about it, so that was really cool. So we're looking forward to it. Gratitude is really the sentiment we want expressed here on our end. Just how grateful we are for what we have, and giving is the ultimate form of living.
And giving is exactly what the team did. The Owls ended up collecting enough money to put food on the table for over 400 people in need. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Simone Cuccurullo.
So it looks like the football team has had their hands full so far this season, but I can't wait to get home and watch some football. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I think I'm going to hit the mall for some Black Friday shopping, but I know some international students are staying on campus for the holiday.
Yeah, that's right. There are some students staying at Temple instead of making their way back home to their countries. These international students are being welcomed into new homes instead of returning to their own. Updates Ali Serabo talked to one student about how she's spending her Thanksgiving away from home.
Like most students, Yiran Yao is studying and preparing for Thanksgiving break. But Yiran is packing for something different than most. She is one of almost 60 international students spending Thanksgiving with an American host family.
I feel like as an international student, we live far from our family, so especially in the American holiday, I really want to spend this special day with the American family, so it can give me the feeling of home or like care and love.
The hosting program is organized by Temple's International Student and Scholar Services.
We expect that they will not only make friends with the hosts themselves, but also learn a little bit about the American culture. Thanksgiving is such a uniquely American holiday that this is one of the only opportunities they will have to experience something so uniquely American.
Yiran's host family is already making plans for her arrival.
I just think they need to feel welcome here. They're coming to our country to spend time with us. They need to feel very welcome here.
Plans include delicious food, traditional homemade winemaking, and of course, lots of family.
It's just cousins, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, and now foreign friends.
New friends and new experiences. What better way is there to spend Thanksgiving break? Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Ali Serabo.
Throughout the nation, Jewish Americans are preparing to celebrate a rare event that has not taken place since 1888. This year, Thanksgiving falls on the first day of Hanukkah. It's come to be known an event known as Thanksgivika. Some Jewish students on campus expressed their opinions about this unique holiday convergence.
I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense. It merges two cultures, and I think America is very much about that.
I'm really excited to have Thanksgiving dinner with my family, but then light the menorah too.
I get to see my family for both holidays because usually I spend Thanksgiving with my closer family and then Hanukkah with everyone, so now I'll see both of them on the same holiday.
This once-in-a-lifetime occurrence will not take place again for another 79,000 years. With the two holidays falling on the same day, some students are preparing for earlier than ever before. Students gathered in the Hillel Center this past week to make menorahs. They were made from wood and assorted craft supplies, and some of the unique designs included a temple tea and a leaf and snow theme. The menorah has 9 candles. Each candle on the menorah represents a night of the holiday.
The end of the semester is upon us, and that means it's time to fill out course evaluations. Students can go to the ESFF website and log on with their AccessNet username and password. The forms provide instructors valuable critiques to improve their courses and teaching methods. The last day to access the forms are December 8th. A new professor is added to the course evaluation list this semester. Temple's president, Dr. Neil Theobald, is also head of the classroom. He opened the doors of Sullivan Hall to students for a unique teaching experience. Update Seth Wozniak hit the books to learn about his class.
Students' role at the university.
No, it's not a conference meeting, it's a freshman class. Once a week, President Theobald opens his doors at Sullivan Hall for 24 recipients of Temple University's Presidential Scholarship. The class showcases some of the many issues he faces on a daily basis.
It's about organizational change. When you come into a new situation, how do you figure out what's going well, what isn't going well? Of those things that aren't going well, what are the things you need to fix right away?
It's basically kind of an overview to figure out how this big complicated university works to kind of set up for next semester, which will then the students will actually try to work on implementing some sort of change through a project that they pick.
According to President Theobald, one semester will not be enough, as the same group of students will be enrolled for Part 2 with the President in the spring of 2014.
They will look at a issue that they think is important to Temple that needs to be addressed. and then they will spend next semester determining what they think Temple should do.
While many of the issues the university faces on a daily basis takes more than a month or year to resolve, the president believes the best perspective is the freshest perspective.
So this gives me an opportunity for an hour every week as issues come up. Well, how's that work playing out in your world? What's going well there? Are the things we can do differently? So I've got lots of ideas.
The president further stated that the class has been the best and most effective way to truly learn a student's perspective of the campus he walks every day.
Have a good night.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Seth Wozniak.
Temple University has been named one of U.S. News and World Report's best colleges for veterans. Earlier this month, Temple Update covered the Veterans Day ceremony, which helped put the university in the running. Temple was ranked number 24 of the 52 top-ranked schools. The schools selected this year offer benefits to veterans and active service members who want to pursue their education. Temple was praised for its continued investment in veteran support and expanding veteran programs.
Coming up on Temple Update, we'll look at a TU TV show that's keeping students laughing all night long.
And we'll show you how the Owls' biggest fans stormed the field after game day.
I'm Simone Cuccurullo. Coming up at the Sports Desk, I'll have highlights from the football team's final home game of the season, plus the recap of men's basketball's trip to Charleston.
Plus, Rich Fogel will be back in the newsroom to tell you what to expect for your holiday break. All of that and much more coming up on Temple Update.
Students are smashing their way into the world of television with the TU TV show Temple Smash. Temple Update's Rita Kraynak got backstage tickets to Temple TV's live sketch show.
Lights, camera, action. Thursday nights in Annenberg Hall only means one thing: rehearsal for Temple's very own live sketch comedy show, Temple Smash. Nearly 60 cast and crew members spend 6 weeks rehearsing in the studio to perfect their sketches before performing them in front of a live studio audience of over 100 people. Throughout rehearsals, students in charge of different departments help guide newcomers to learn the ins and outs of the positions such as stage crew, floor managing, camera operators, and the audio and art departments. Not only does Smash have live sketches, but producers also work to shoot and edit digital sketches to present to the audience. In addition to learning about live TV production, Smash is a place where many students have created lasting memories.
It's an easy environment, you make friends easy, and it's like a family. We have a blast, it's so much fun.
I can't necessarily put into words how much it's been able to mean to me. And I think that I was so lucky to have been able to have such a great experience, and I only can hope that other people have the same experience with Smash.
And although some Smash students are graduating, there is no doubt that the show will go on.
All of the freshmen, we really want to work together and make Smash as best as it can be.
As the fall semester comes to a close, producers and directors have already started working on next semester's shows. For more information on Temple Smash, visit Temple Smash's website at templesmash.com. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Rita Kraynak.
Students from Tyler School of Art are adding their personal touch to a hotel in Center City. 14 pieces of art are on display in the main areas of the hotel and are all available for sale. The art rotates position in the gallery to allow different Tyler artist pieces to get exposure. The gallery gives visitors a piece of Philadelphia culture.
We're an independently owned hotel that likes to give the building local flair. So when people are staying here, they have a great idea about Philadelphia in general.
The gallery will remain open throughout February. Next on Temple Update, it was the last home game for Temple football, bringing an emotional senior day with it. But that's not the only reason players and fans left the link in tears.
Simone Cuccurullo will have all that and more coming up.
Happy Thanksgiving, Owl fans, and welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Simone Cuccurullo, and I am thankful to report a successful weekend for the men's basketball team. But before we talk hoops, let's take a look at the football team's final home game of the season. The University of Connecticut Huskies paid a visit to Lincoln Financial Field, looking to defeat the Owls on senior night. After the Owls were up 21-0 in the first half, UConn came out of the locker room hungry for a vengeance. In the opening possession of the third quarter, Husky quarterback Casey Cochran threw a 33-yard touchdown to Jeremy Davis to put UConn on the board, and it was all downhill from there. Not only did Walker throw for a mere 102 yards in the second half, the defense allowed 28 points in 2 quarters. Temple can't survive this one and falls to a 1-10 record, making them the only team in the American without a conference win. And senior night was a subtle reminder that the football team is losing a substantial amount of players next season. After a disappointing first year with new head coach Matt Rule, Al fans can only hope that the future is bright. The Sports Desk's Tommy Sladek took a look at how things are shaping up for next season.
With the 2013-2014 football season coming to a close, coaches, players, and fans are wondering as to what next year will bring. Saturday's loss to UConn was not the first time the opposing team came back in the fourth quarter. Finishing strong is something players are saying they desperately need to work on in the offseason.
Everyone just has to get mentally tougher to finish. I mean, that's been the story of our season, just not being able to finish.
It's key that we just work on it off season, this week, just keep working on playing 4 quarters of football.
One thing the Owls have to look forward to come next fall is the return of freshman quarterback P.J. Walker. With 6 of the 11 starters returning next year, this offseason will prove crucial for quarterback P.J. Walker to build chemistry with wide receivers Robbie Anderson and Jalen Fitzpatrick. In just 7 games, Walker has connected with junior Robbie Anderson 7 times for a touchdown and has thrown up 3 TDs to junior Jalen Fitzpatrick. Team leaders highlight the importance of becoming one unit.
Trusting that man is going to make that tackle, or that man is going to catch the ball and make that throw, or block that guy.
Everyone sees flashes of how good we can be. We just got to put it together, really. We know we're going to be a good team, so just got to make plays, finish games. That's what it comes down to.
Although this season has not exceeded expectations, players see only positive outlooks for next year. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Tommy Sladek.
Now the men's basketball team spent their weekend in South Carolina for the Charleston Classic. The Owls played 3 games versus Clemson, Georgia, and UAB and returned to Philadelphia with 2 wins and 1 loss. TU took on the UAB Blazers for the 5th place in the tournament. It was an all-around team effort from Temple as Dalton Pepper led the team with a career-high 24 points. Anthony Lee recorded his 3rd double-double of the season, and Quentin DeCozy added his new career high of 18 points. But perhaps the most shocking element of the night was that Jimmy McDonald made his 2nd start of his collegiate career. Temple had their largest margin of victory with an 87-66 win. After a stellar performance versus the Blazers, Dalton Pepper was named the Big 5 Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. The Owls will be taking on crosstown rival St. Joe's at the Liacouras Center next week. Women's basketball will be tipping off tonight at 7 p.m. versus Michigan State at the Liacouras Center. For more Temple basketball news and all things Owl sports, remember to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving from the Sports Desk, I'm Simone Cuccurullo.
Thanks, Simone. Despite the tough loss and the even tougher season for the Temple football team, some fans still look up to the players as role models. Updates Alexandra Gallo hung around after the game to scout Temple's youngest fans.
Members of the Temple football team better watch out. There might just be some new Owls in town. Although small in height, some of Temple's biggest fans participated in the annual touchdown toss this past weekend.
Just being out on the field and experiencing this, it's pretty cool.
When the game ended Saturday night, most fans said goodbye to the Owls for the last time at home this football season. But for some of those fans, the night was just beginning. The 35-degree temperatures and the 20-mile-an-hour winds were no match for these kids.
Yeah, we had fun, man! Yeah, that was awesome!
Temple hosts the touchdown toss every year for children ages 14 and under. They get to come down on the field, catch a pass, and then run it into the end zone.
We came for an experience for the kids, and I'd like to personally thank Temple University. This is a very kind gesture on their behalf.
The touchdown toss is a free event. However, participants must have a ticket for the game. That was no problem for these kids, though. They were there to support their favorite team.
We're in honor of the football team, especially number 10, Chris Porter.
Came to see Temple beat up, but fortunately we took a loss, but we're having fun on the field.
Great, did you catch the ball?
Yes, I did.
So you had fun?
Yeah.
Despite the bitter cold temperatures and the extremely heavy winds, nothing was going to stop these kids from coming out on the field to show their stuff. There might have even been a future owl on the field. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Alexandra Gallo.
Next on Temple Update, Rich Fogel will have your 5-day Thanksgiving forecast.
And we jump into the space-time continuum to go to the 80s for an Update original.
We'll be right back. Well, we see that much of the East Coast will be experiencing rainy weather this holiday, but let's take a closer look here in Philadelphia.
Rich, how is the weather looking for Philadelphia this holiday?
Thanks, Karina. Well, we can forget about that mild fall we were having. It's turning into winter-like conditions practically overnight. Currently, it's 37 degrees with cloudy conditions, but the rain is on its way to the tri-state area. Expect light showers to be in the area by 3 and the heaviest rain to come around 6 or 7 and continue into Wednesday. This nor'easter isn't just bringing heavy rain. Expect high winds as well with gusts in the high 20s. Rains will total 1 to 2 inches with flooding possible in local streams and rivers. Wednesday, the high will be 55, but the rain will still be around until the evening. An overnight low of 23 may lead to frost on the ground for Thanksgiving morning. For Turkey Day, the rain will be gone, but the cold wind will stick around. The high will be 35 and a low of 24. Wind gusts will be in the mid-20s, so dress accordingly to all those family gatherings. Rounding out the rest of the 5-day forecast, Black Friday will still be chilly for all you shoppers. A high of 39 and a low of 24 with partly cloudy skies. Frank the frat boy and Sally the sorority sister are going to make sure to bundle up as they will be going shopping together on Friday. Saturday, the sun will finally return with a high of 40 and a low of 28. We'll finally be drying out from the week's rain. The drop in temperatures, the question on everyone's minds, when will we see some snow? Make sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest at @TU_weatherwatch. I'm Rich Fogel. Karina, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Rich. Back in the days of the scrunchies and leg warmers, Temple Update itself was just heating up. Let's go back to November 10th, 1988 for an Update original.
Hello and welcome to Temple Update. I'm Stephanie Mantegna.
And I'm Victoria Lim. A strong Republican turnout in the South and Midwest has propelled Vice President Bush to a decisive victory in Election 88. Bush will become the nation's 41st president, continuing along the conservative path set by President Reagan.
Temple's Opera Department will be presenting its annual fall production. Temple Update's Joanna Cutrona has the story.
The opera will be sung in its native Italian with English super titles projected above the stage.
It's probably the most popular and most widespread of all innovations in contemporary American opera, and we're proud to use it here in Philly for the first time.
Kicking off this week is the early signing period for high school seniors. The Owls coaching staff reportedly is interested in several big men, including 6'8" Jamal Faulkner.
For Stephanie Mantegna, Joanna Cutrona, John Hertz, and the rest of the Update crew, I'm Victoria Lim. Have a good day.
And that's all for this edition of Temple Update. For more news and information, you can check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Just search Temple Update.
And watch us live on TUTV.net or on Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Stetson Miller and the rest of the Update team, I'm Karina Cheung. We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.